What the hell? What the hell? Why is it not playing?
Is strongly recommended. None of the content presented here has been exaggerated or taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the prosecution team, defense team, David James, and Cassie's mom in a federal court on May 20th, 2025. Some words have been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines. What you're about to hear is a voiced over reading of David James and Cassie Ventura's mom's testimony from the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Source, courtroom reporter at Inner City Press on X.com. All parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Hey,
Listen
Marissa.
at your own discretion. What you're about to hear is the finale of David James's testimony and Cassie's mom's testimony from beginning to end.
What about physical between Mr. Combs and Cassie? Did you personally observe it?
No, I did not.
Do you remember a blog post?
Yes, I was in LA when he came back from a club.
What did Mr. Combs say?
That someone was lying on him saying he hit Cassie at the club.
Chevy is
Wait,
called
we
the
gotta
heartbeat
do
of
a
America.
commercial real
Like
quick
the
before we
people
get
who keep
started,
this country
y'all.
moving. For them, only
He went through my browser history. No one had ever done that to me.
Did Mr. Combs give you instructions about Cassie?
To bring her food at the London hotel and some Roscoe's.
What is Roscoe's?
Some delicious fried chicken in Los Angeles.
What did you do for Mr. Combs in NY?
I'd bring him applesauce, Jello, Fiji water, his toiletry bag with ointments, just for men. We bought 40 items so he wouldn't call us later. I'd get a key, like at the Trump International. I'd set up the medicine bag in the personal LV bag.
What was in it?
A Viagra, ecstasy, perks.
How did you go about replenishing these supplies?
I'd use my personal credit card. Bad boy paid me back.
Who paid you back?
Usually bonds.
Did Mr. Combs ever stay alone in a hotel?
Never. Usually Cassie, sometimes other women.
Did he ask you for things during a stay?
He'd text me for an iPod or food.
Did anything strange ever happen?
Yes, in Miami. He asked for an iPod from his house on Star Island. I drove it to his hotel and knocked. No answer. I had the key. I'd set up the room.
What did you see?
Cassie on the bed. There was another person who sort of scurried away, and the shower was on. I thought Mr. Combs was in there.
How was she sleeping?
On her back.
At this moment, the defense objected, but was
Hey,
suspended.
Fab.
What about the other person?
He was about 5 feet
Love
8
you
inches,
too.
with long hair and a large endowment. He scurried away.
Did you
Praying
ask
for you,
anything?
baby.
I wasn't hired to ask about their personal affairs.
Hope all is
Did you
well
ever pick up
with you.
drugs for Mr. Combs?
Yes, Percocets at a pharmacy, sometimes in my name.
Did you give him permission to use your name?
I don't recall that.
Was there a drug dealer?
Yes, one stop.
He met with a lot of people?
Yes, even former presidents.
Which one?
Former President Obama.
What was your understanding
What?
would have happened if you hadn't done
Did y'all
this?
hear
At
that?
this moment, the defense objected, and the judge sustained it.
Did you ever take ecstasy?
Yes, I was drinking Cyrock, I took ecstasy, I was diddy bopping.
What do you mean?
I was vibing.
Did you speak with Mr. Combs about it?
He was reviewing footage of the party. We had a videographer who filmed the parties. He asked me, "Hey Playboy, was that you dancing around at the party?" I said, "Yes," and he said, "I'm going to keep the video in case I ever need it."
Meaning?
That I'd be embarrassed.
Did anything ever go missing?
They said a bracelet was missing. Uncle Paulie came to my hotel room and searched my belongings and those of my girlfriend at the time.
Could you have said no?
At this moment, the defense objected, and the judge said to move on.
Did you ever have to take a lie detector test?
Yes,
Who was present?
just me and this gentleman. It was very intimidating. They put monitors on my head, my chest, and my hand.
Could you refuse?
Not to keep my job.
Did this happen again?
Yes, when Mr. Combs said a watch of his had been stolen.
What was the result?
The gentleman told me I seemed nervous. I said, "Sure I am." Once Capricorn Clark had to take a lie detector to prove she wasn't part of a heist of Mr. Combs' jewelry.
Was there an incident at Mel's Diner with Suge Knight?
Yes, I drove the Silver Navigator to get cheeseburgers there. D-Rock said, "That's motherfucking Suge Knight." He went over and said, "What's up?" Suge Knight didn't recognize him. D-Rock said, "I'm Biggie's boy."
What happened next?
We noticed 4 black SUVs to different sides of the parking lot. I saw someone hand Suge Knight a gun. D-Rock said, "We gotta get out of here." We drove back to the house.
What did you find there?
Cassie was crying. Mr. Combs got in the vehicle. I saw 3 guns on his lap. I felt calm because we'd been in a silver vehicle, now a black one. They wouldn't see us coming.
What did you find at Mel's diner?
Suge Knight had left. Mr. Combs said, drive around the block.
What did you decide?
To leave the company. They offered me other positions, but I just wanted to leave. My life was at risk.
No further questions.
You didn't tell all this the first time.
They told me to stop, to not say anything that would incriminate me.
Look at the notes from your interview. Read it to yourself, then look up at me.
Okay?
How'd you recognize Suge Knight?
I listened to hip-hop.
Were you drinking or smoking pot?
No, sir.
Your mind was clear?
As clear as it could be, working 20 hours a week at 4 a.m.
D-Rock opens the door. Suge Knight is a few cars over.
Window open. D-Rock says, I'm Biggie's boy, and then Suge recognizes him, gives him a dab.
What's a dab?
Handshake.
Did you leave D-Rock at the diner? Why are you smiling?
Because that's a crazy question. Why would I?
Didn't you leave D-Rock at the diner?
That makes no sense.
I'm not asking what makes sense. I'm asking, did you?
No.
You saw Cassie and Mr. Combs?
Yes, Mr. Combs told me to drive.
You don't know where Mr. Combs got the guns, do you?
I didn't know we had guns until then.
Have you ever been in a situation like that?
No.
You didn't say, I don't want to drive to Suge Knight with guns?
No.
What exactly did you do before you got this job?
I was a door-to-door salesman, then personal assistant.
Now you were going with guns to confront someone?
It was not ideal.
You knew how to get to Mel's diner, right?
I frequent there all the time.
You've never seen guns before, right?
No.
This is a radical departure from your job description. Is that an understatement?
It's the understatement of the day, so far.
Do you have immunity?
Ask my lawyer. I have some kind of offer agreement.
Proffer. You didn't...
Wow.
At TJ Maxx,
This is
you can
getting
afford to turn
good.
your closet into a place of endless expression.
Tell anyone about this?
Only my wife.
Did you meet with the government this morning?
Yes, briefly, about what might come up in Cross.
Did the Mel's Diner incident come up?
Not that I recall.
It's this morning. What did you talk about?
Your style.
I'm dying to ask what they said, but I won't. I have a few more mundane questions.
I love mundane questions.
Where did you travel with Mr.
What the
Combs?
hell?
Ibiza, London, Saint-Tropez.
Were these vacations?
Business-oriented,
What were you hired as?
personal liaison, but I was a personal assistant.
He met a high-level roster of people.
Second understatement of the day.
Why?
He met with a who's who.
It was important that he be prepared for these meetings, right?
Yes.
It was important that he be on time.
No, we'd change meetings to fit his schedule all the time. When he didn't want to show up at a certain time.
He had security because people wanted to touch him, right?
Hey, Kendra.
Yes, in the airport, in McDonald's.
Was he gracious?
I don't think gracious is a word I'd use for Sean Combs.
Did he sign autographs?
No.
You said he'd stay in the studio until 3 or 4 a.m. and you'd stay with him.
Yes, it was common.
What sort of things would he want to always have with him?
Ketchup, for example.
Did you know he put applesauce on cheeseburgers?
No, but I knew he likes applesauce.
He liked Astroglide, condoms, and baby oil, but you didn't expense it through the business.
Usually not. I was told he didn't want to run them through the company. He didn't want a record of them.
When you bought the 8-ball of Coke on Saint-Tropez, you didn't tell Mr. Combs, did you?
He was asleep.
Tell me about your relationship with Roger Bonds.
We talked about Bad Boy as a family.
What do you mean?
Mama Combs called me her son many times.
What was the mission?
Make sure he's happy.
Was it fun?
I enjoyed it from time to time.
What was your relationship with Chef Jourdan?
Professional.
Did you choke her?
No.
At this moment, the prosecution objected, and the judge asked for a sidebar, and then they continued. Tell me what happened.
We were on Star Island. She told me where to take him. I grabbed her 2 wrists and said, stay in your f***ing lane.
Was there fallout?
It was reported to corporate HQ. Mr. Combs called me in. Mr. Combs told me, you can't be putting your hands on women. He told me to give her a gift.
What did you give her?
I rolled up a blunt and gave it to her.
Did she like it?
It appeared she did.
You were in a car with Mr. Combs and who?
Chris Lighty,
You have taken ecstasy?
I'd party, sure.
What were things like in the studio? Drugs.
Yes, it's a creative environment. I didn't smoke when working with Mr. Combs.
But he caught you smoking once.
I thought he was in for the light. I lit up. He came out. He said, what are you doing? I said, nothing. He said, if you're man enough to smoke, you're man enough to tell me. I said, okay, I'm smoking. He said if I did it again, he'd fire me.
How about when you picked up 2 prostitutes and had sex with one? At this moment, the prosecution objected, and the judge overruled it.
She asked for $200. I called Bonds and asked, what the hell? She asked to take a shower. I said, that's $200.
On that note, no further questions.
What about the incident in Alpine, New Jersey?
To file a...
Damn, commercials now? I love the way Enterprise do his stuff. Hold on, y'all. There we go.
Police report and say that Chef Jordan had been the aggressor, but I didn't file it. I drove around and told him I'd made the report.
What have we asked you to do?
Tell the truth?
Nothing further.
You lied to Mr. Combs about filing the police report.
Yes.
Nothing further. At this moment, the testimony of Diddy's ex-personal assistant was over, and something we did not expect was Cassie's mom to testify. It was short, but here it is.
The government calls Regina Ventura. Where do you live?
New London, Connecticut.
How many children do you have?
2, Roderick and Cassandra.
Who is this?
Sean Combs. He dated my daughter,
When did you meet Sean Combs?
2006. My daughter signed with his Bad Boy Records. He was her boss. Then they started dating. They moved to LA.
Read this message from December 2011.
Cassandra wrote to me. She said Sean Combs threatened to release a tape
Hey,
and go
brother.
after her and Mr. Mascoudi.
How did you react?
It made me sick. Sean Combs demanded $20,000. He said to recoup losses due to Mr. Mascoudi from my husband and myself
Why did you take a loan to pay Sean Combs?
for the safety of my daughter.
Look in the binder next to you.
These are the photos I took of my daughter's bruises from Sean Combs.
Do you know Mia?
She was an employee of Sean Combs.
What happened?
We were in his kitchen laughing. Sean asked her why she was laughing. She stopped and looked plain.
Now to August 2016, we're done with the binder. While in LA, did you call the police?
Yes, Sean Combs stole Cassie's, Cassandra's phone. They had a bitter argument outside her apartment building. She lived on the 17th floor. They argued at the roundabout.
Who else was there?
D-Rock.
Is Damian Butler his government name?
He was standing between us. I tried to hit him. Sean Combs took Cassandra's car, a Jaguar.
No further questions.
After this, the judge asked the defense if they wanted to cross-exam, but they said no, and that was Diddy's ex-assistant's testimony and Cassie's mom's testimony. What did you think about this? Do you think these testimonies will help the prosecution's case or the defense's case?
All right, they
Let me
got
know in
one
the
more
comments down below,
that they did.
and I'll see you later today.
Hold on. We got one more right here. This is the one they did 7 hours ago. The one we just watched was 10 hours ago. This is the latest. I'm pretty sure it takes this man a minute to do his stuff because he does it, honey.
Before we begin, please be advised that viewer discretion is strongly recommended. None of the content presented here has been exaggerated or taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the prosecution team, defense team, male dancer, and Agent Gannon in a federal court on May 20th, 2025. Some words have been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines. What you're about to hear is a voiced-over reading of male dancer and Agent Gannon's
Thanks for the
testimony
4
from
thumbs
Sean
up. I
Diddy
appreciate
Combs
y'all.
trial. Source:
I've been
courtroom
busy
reporter
today,
at Inner City Press
so
on
I'm
X.com.
late.
All parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Listen at your own discretion. What you're about to hear is the male dancer and Agent Gannon testimony from beginning to end.
Okay, male dancer,
The
y'all.
government calls Mr. Sheree Hayes. Where are you from?
Harlem, New York.
What was your work?
Male exotic dancer. I was known as the Punisher.
Do you recognize these two?
I do. Mr. Sean Combs and Cassie Ventura. I was hired in 2012 to create a sexy erotic scene for them.
Why were you called the Punisher?
Playing basketball on West 4th Street.
The woman who called you, what time did she book you for?
Midnight at Trump Tower, Central Park West. Striptease for a small group of friends.
When you got there, how did Miss Ventura appear?
In a bathroom with nothing underneath and a wig. I was expecting a crowd, but there was no one else. She told me she and her husband wanted to create a sexual scene with baby oil.
What did she hand to you?
$800.
How was the room?
Dimly lit, electric candles. Bowls of water with bottles of baby oil in them. She told me not to acknowledge her husband, not to look at him when he came out.
Did he come out?
Yes, he was naked, but I could not see his face. It was like what a Muslim woman wears. You see only the eyes. He had a bottle of Astroglide.
How did you recognize it?
I use it, the purple top.
How did it end?
She went into the other room with him. When she came back, she asked if I wanted to finish. I said no. If they were happy, I was happy. She gave me more money.
Did you do it again?
Yes, 8 or 12 times.
How did you end up recognizing her?
So I was a fan of Mr. Combs and followed him on Instagram. I saw her on it.
This would be a good place to break.
And they did. They took a break, then came back and continued.
How are these sessions scheduled?
I'd be reached out to at 5 or 7 p.m. for later. They'd ask for a sexy scene, but I knew it would be more.
How would it start?
Baby oil, a sexy atmosphere. Mr. Combs would direct.
How did the direction work?
Mr. Combs might say, sit forward, move the camera, or what would happen, One time during sex, he dropped a stack of money. He said, I like this shit.
How much baby oil did you use?
A lot. We were supposed to be glistening as much as possible.
How long would they last?
4 hours, a lot of waiting, maybe 40 minutes or so. I was supposed to finish in a specific spot.
Then what?
She would leave with Mr. Combs, 10 or 15 minutes. She'd return in a bathrobe and pay me $2,000 or $1,200 cash.
Did you think Ms. Ventura was enjoying herself?
At this moment, the defense objected, and it was sustained.
Did you use drugs?
I am not a marijuana smoker, but I did pull a Bill Clinton. I was handed a joint.
Did you have performance issues?
Having the woman's partner there, yes.
Did the issues affect your pay?
At this moment, the defense objected, but was overruled.
I wasn't sure how they calculated it. One time, Mr. Combs threw condoms on the couch next to us. I struggled. It was a failure.
What happened?
They went out. I finished. She came back and thanked me for privacy.
What did you think would happen next?
I was worried I would not be used again. I hadn't done my job. He has said, I want to see you pay her, and I couldn't.
Are you writing a book?
Yes, self-help about my ED. It's advice.
In your book, do you write about your time with Mr. Combs and Ms. Ventura?
Yes, I call them a married, wealthy couple.
How long is it?
6 pages out of 186, I sensationalize it. I wanted it to be enjoyable. Highs and lows.
No further questions.
At this moment, the cross-examination began.
I'll try to make this as harmless as possible. Congratulations on your book. What's it called?
In Search of Freezer Meat. What's harder than that?
Good title. You have a website?
Yes, now I'm a co-owner. All the male dancers are independent contractors.
You've been doing this for 25 years?
30 years, coming up on a big anniversary.
You dance with them?
A professional dry hump.
For 30 years. Thousands of ladies. You try to not develop feeling for them, right?
You try not to. It's a job.
But you talked with Cassie.
Cordial.
She asked to be able to call you.
Just to set the sessions up. We were never asked to talk.
She was comfortable with you.
She said so.
You had feelings for her.
Incorrect.
But you thought she was only doing this with you.
That is correct. She'd said it was a special occasion.
You did develop feelings for her?
That's not correct.
You told the government. The government's notes say you developed feelings for her.
That may have been taken out of context.
You used your 25 years experience.
This was a different scene. Usually I aim for humor.
You wouldn't try to dry hump someone who didn't want to be dry humped, correct?
Yes, it is important to read the room.
So you read the room with Cassie and she wanted...
At this moment, the prosecution objected, and it was sustained.
Was Mr. Combs' request that you
It was a demand, a strong suggestion.
Cassie paid you even when she canceled, right?
Yes, $500.
Mr. Hayes, I wish you success with your book.
Thank you.
What made you think Ms. Ventura was enjoying herself?
It was the first time unprotected.
Without the details.
At this moment, the defense objected, and the prosecution said.
No further questions.
Then the defense asked one more question.
What do you mean by steamy?
I felt it was enjoyable for Ms. Ventura and Mr. Combs.
At this moment, the testimony of the male dancer was over, and the government called their next witness.
The government calls Special Agent Gerard Gannon. Where do you work?
HSI in Miami in the National Security Group.
In March 2024.
The HSI Human Trafficking Group. Works in labor in Miami.
What time did the search begin?
After 3 p.m.,
Why so late?
we learned Mr. Combs and his family were flying out of the country.
Was there a pier on the property on Star Island?
Yes, we had to monitor it
Why did you have to break open the gate?
to make sure bad actors wouldn't have time to put those who would search in danger.
What's this a photo of?
The pool and the pier.
What did you find here?
Parts of AR-15 rifles, sex toys, and Astroglide. These magazines were loaded with bullets.
What do these show?
The serial numbers have been cut out.
Let's turn to 2 more exhibits. What are these?
The ammunition we found,
And these platform high heels? How high are they?
7 inches.
This may be a good place to break for the day.
At this moment, the testimony of the agent was paused, and that was it for the day. What did you think of the male dancer's testimony? Do you think this testimony will help the defense or the prosecution? And what did you think about the agent's testimony so far? Do you think he will give a crazy testimony tomorrow? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that was
Your
it.
teenager developed a
That was it. That was it. That was it. Well, we did get through it, and I wanted to make sure that I come back with the whole 2 testimonies that we missed. And I got to get up early in the morning because I have to go to work, and I got to take my brother to work. And tomorrow's Wednesday. Y'all know my little vacation is over. I was so busy. So busy. You hear me? Oh, my God. Hey, Lisa. What's up, baby? I didn't even see you right there, girl. Hey, I was so busy, y'all. I just got unbusy. I came home, jumped in the shower, and that was it. Was helping my baby girl do some stuff. But anyway, y'all, this trial is really ridiculous. I will be going live tomorrow. When I get to work, soon as they get into the courtroom and they start giving out information, but we're gonna follow this thing all the way through. Y'all know the same way that we did Young Thug. We're gonna follow it all the way through. It's so many more stories out there I want to pull up, but this is the one that we gotta go ahead and get. Yeah, that's what we gotta get. But I love the way that the press man do his because he put it all up in everything. That's it. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. Um, I just gave myself a thumbs up. I'm sleepy too. You hear me? I'm sleepy. That shower, and I ate a slice of pizza, and now my eyes are so heavy. But anyhow, thank you for whoever just gave me that thumbs up. I appreciate it because I be fighting like I don't know what on this free channel of mine that I don't get paid for a thumbs up. Thank you for the number 7 thumbs up. I needed to see that 7 before I left. I promise you I did. I appreciate y'all so much. But I will be going live tomorrow as soon as I open up my shop really good and get everything situated. I will be going live so y'all can see what's going on, so we can see together what's going on. But did y'all hear when he said that Obama? I got to go back to that. If y'all get time, y'all go back on that video and see what he said about Obama and write it in the comments. So I don't even got to go back and look at it. What did he say a former president was doing there? What did he say? Did y'all hear that? Anybody in here heard what he said about the former president and what was Obama doing? Somebody please tell me in the comments. Um Blessings, if you come back and watch this video, shout out to you. I was trying to comment back to you. She watched the whole video from yesterday, but um I was trying to comment back, but my phone was acting up and it wouldn't let me comment back. I told you it's bigger than Diddy. Yeah, of course, Kendra. It is definitely bigger than Diddy, and I don't know what to even what this going what is to come of this, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hey, Tiffany, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm just tired, and I'm so mad that. Thank you for the 8 thumbs up. I love that, but I'm just so tired today. Y'all know I supposed to have been up here and drop my content on this Diddy thing. But it's just freaking me. It's freaking me out because what in the world? And they getting a little deeper as it's going by, and this trial is only gonna be 6 weeks. So, um, whew, sorry, but this trial is only 6 weeks. Um, that's what they said, and it's getting creepier and creepier as it go by. But we still gotta just sit back and we gotta wait. But I still don't see no Rico right now. I don't see no Rico. I do see DV, but I don't know that. I know we're not on trial for that, but I don't see Rico yet. So maybe um the closer we get down to it, maybe we'll probably start seeing the Rico. I heard he has Young Thug, but yes, one of Young Thug lawyers, the little short man that I forgot his name. He a powerhouse, but he is definitely on that team over there. But he goes in the book and he goes deep and he want to make sure that you're doing this, that, and the third. He ain't gonna play with you over there. But they if people is putting like Cassie fans and Diddy fans and stuff like that. And I don't believe in Cassie fans or Diddy fans because it's faults on both sides. That's my opinion. And you know, my opinion don't gotta even mean nothing. But I will not sit here and just shout for one and then shout for the other. No, we not doing none of that. All we want to do is just break it down and see what's happening and take nobody's side. It's safer that way. And it's very safe to be fair instead of just being, oh, he da, 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 da. Like I said last night. Like, no, you got to sit back and let this thing play out because you definitely don't want to put your mouth on somebody and you definitely don't have the evidence. But if they have the evidence to proceed with his charges and he have did the things that they said that he did, then so be it. He got to go pay the piper. But we have to be careful when we dealing with billionaires because people is plotting and planning to get some of your money. And the only thing that what I'm saying, not the only thing, but one of the things that, kind of hurt my feelings with Cassie is when she said that he R-worded her and then she had consensual relations with him 2 weeks later. I don't agree with that at all. And I really think that that's kind of a slap in the face to the real victims out there. What I'm not calling her not a real victim, because of course we seen the tape where he abused her or whatever. We saw that, but we not on that. What we on is she said that he took it. He R-worded her. He SA'd her, and then she had consensual relations with him a couple of weeks later. I don't know no victims, and I know quite a few that's going to have relations, consensual relations, intercourse with the man that word her. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe y'all got an opinion on that and whatever, and y'all think that that's normal. Yeah, he groomed her, so yeah, he all word her, but it's okay for her. I don't like to do content like that. Just pick a side. I'm not picking a side. You got to be fair so you can sleep at night. Do he have Brian Still? Yes, Mr. Stills. You're absolutely right, Lisa. That's him. Yep, that's him. But I just love for people to be fair because what in the ham sandwich kind of mess is that? And we're going to get a little deeper into Obama. I think while I'm going to sleep that I'm about to get up and go get into bed. Yeah. But I just don't understand that, and I don't hear nobody talking about that. Oh, he all words her. Yeah, he all words her, and then she had consensual with him. And then the other lady that said that what's her name? Said that she wanted to get away from him because she was afraid of him and all that, da, da, da. But you called him back 2 other times to, what I'm saying? They would have never admitted that if they wouldn't have had evidence. But you was scared of this man and he hit you with a pot. But you call him back not once but twice to get your job back because you needed some money. I'm confused about that. When you deal with a control freak, things like that happen. Hmm. I've been there and don't approve. Life's getting better nowadays. I'm praying for you, Kendra. I love that. That you said life is getting better. I love that. Not saying it's okay though. I get it. So Kendra, then you understand exactly what I'm saying. So explain to me that maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I can take accountability of that. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, or maybe I'm wrong. So, um, she said, "Yes, ma'am. We let's continue. We the Blue family. That's what we do. We pray for each other. But explain it to me. Maybe you could help me say so you can explain it to me better, and I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, y'all, I apologize for saying what I said, but somebody need to straighten me out and let me know because I need to be able to understand from somebody looking outside. I really don't need because I'm not that invested, but I need for somebody to explain to me how a victim of R word, one week you get R word by the same person, and then the next week you have consensual relations with him. I need somebody to break that down to me so I can be like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. I can look at it a different way. I'm very teachable and very approachable. You can approach me and say anything that you like. So I just want to know that myself. Like, how can that happen? It's not like a slap in the face to the victims. No, you're not. You just never experienced being with a control freak. Yeah, I've been with some controlling people, but at the same time, you're right. I've been with some controlling people, but my mind was still, you know, controlling too. I mean, not controlling too, but allowing myself not to be controlled. But a R word though, I mean, maybe it's me. The R word, and then no, I don't know. I was in a bad place and was on drugs. But look at God, my girl. In school doing your thing, baby. You doing it, honey. Proud of you, honey. But yeah, maybe it's me, Kendra. I don't know. I'm okay with it because I'm not on no side. So I can definitely be corrected, and I definitely will listen and understand. But maybe it's me. I don't know. Okay, Rick James, and it oh is the MFer. Wow, but girl, look how good God is. Thank y'all for the 8 thumbs up. Look how good God is, Kendra. Girl, yes, honey. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. I don't know. I don't think I'm saying nothing wrong. I just think I'm just kind of curious about it, and I wanted to know how other people felt about it. And I'm glad that you was able to, tell me how you feel, what you went through. You testifying right now. You probably is helping somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's what our channel was for. And that's what we is. Let's talk with love. That's what our channel is. And we try to break things down in love instead of yelling and arguing and, going backwards and forward. That's not what we do. But my hat go off to you, and I'm definitely proud of you. And just keep going, baby. The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. But it's just a lot of things that's in this story, okay? Because I'm a woman myself, and I definitely don't want to see another woman being beat. But I get that. We seen the video. We know he done that. But at the end of the day, that's not what we're here for in the courts. We're not here for that. We're not here for that. So, and then they keep talking about the baby oil. I'm just being fair. What the baby oil got to do with anything? Why is even that a discussion when it's not illegal to have as many bottles of baby oils as you want? That's not illegal. Is that a humiliation? Is that to um make it look worse? I just don't know. I just don't feel like that. Some things that they should have did. It's a dark place, and I didn't care. So I really wasn't seeing the big picture until I left the situation. Look at God. I'm glad you were strong enough, and I'm glad that you still healed and whole afterward. And I know it's probably a process, but God got you, baby. Long as He holding your hand, you're gonna be fine. The baby oil is a nightmare if you never used it. I mean, explain it to me then, because it didn't have any illegal substance in it. So explain it to me with the baby oil. Like what? What they doing? Just rubbing each other down? Cause what else could they be doing? If you is having intercourses, thank y'all for the 10 thumbs up and the 10 people in the chat. I love that for me. But explain it to me. I mean, I'm open to it. I want somebody to explain it to me. Because what? You rubbing baby oil down on you. I mean, why should it be in the news when it's not illegal? That's just my thing. So are we trying to convict someone before the jury do it? You know, we got to make him look as bad as he look. Then what if some of those things is not even true? Because remember, we were supposed to have been dealing with the underage children. Where are they? We don't. The charges is 5 charges, and neither one of those charges is there about any underage people. That's how we're gonna say it. We got to be careful how we say things over here. But I don't see those charges. But when they first arrested him, that's what they were saying. Oh, he did this to a child and this right here. Da, 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 da. But we don't see none of those charges up there. So what is really going on? That's just what I'm saying. And if it was my brother, father, uncle, cousin, son, I would want detail too. I would want detail. Like, listen, okay, you said he supposed to have the racketeering, the RICO, whatever, but I don't see that. I don't understand that. And where are those things, you know? And why do y'all keep on trying to humiliate somebody about baby oil when it's not illegal? That's just all, you know. No, they didn't have any in it, Lisa. Yeah, we watch all of it. It's nothing in it. It has been tested. That might have been a hearsay or from a clickbait channel, but there is nothing in it. There was nothing in that baby oil. Mr. Diddy, the abuser, the DV man, there was nothing in it. Yep. And I didn't listen to all of them, and I can't find nobody to explain to me why they're talking about it when there's nothing, you know. And because so far we really just see that the abuse, we know that's there because we seen that he didn't put his hands on it. He know his ass better than doing something like that, especially he got daughters. We already know that that's a no. But we need to prove the rest of these charges. And if he did it, he did it. He got to pay the piper. I don't give a damn. He didn't give me not 1 cent in my whole entire life. I ain't never met him or nothing. But if he did it, he got to pay. But we need to see evidence of all the things that we heard. That's what I'm saying. Just like, where's the stuff that we heard about? You know, we're not even there yet. They showing us the DV tape. That's going to be a separate charge. But everybody in America was waiting for all the other stuff to come out. Where are the other celebrities? Where's the freak off tapes? Like, where's the other celebrities that said, you know, that they said that was there and they was going to be exposed and da 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 da. Where is that stuff? That's just what I want to know. Where is it? And let's just be fair while we doing it. That's it. Because if you was you or somebody in your family, you wouldn't want them to just convict you without evidence. You gonna want the evidence. Okay? And that's just us. Can y'all hit the like button, please? There's 17 people in here. And it's 10 thumbs up. I cannot believe that my eyes is shut while I'm talking to y'all. Thank you for the 11 thumbs up. And my as tired. And it's 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I definitely gotta go. I gotta get up early in the morning too. I'm pretty sure Beta went to sleep before I even can get in the damn bed. Thank you for those hearts. I love you, whoever is giving them hearts out. I appreciate y'all. I will be back tomorrow when I open up the shop. Here go my 3 days. I gotta go knock out and got 2 catering jobs. I gotta do. One of them is my uncles. They hired me to do my uncles. One of them I have to cook breakfast for the Masons. And y'all, I have one more, and I can't even remember who the hell they is. Brent, welcome back, boo. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. All right, y'all. Good night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Y'all, if y'all have not hit the like button, please do so at this time. But I will be going live tomorrow at work, and we will finish this discussion. I love y'all, and let's go. Good night.